nothing made a sound. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. Set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And we are underway from Miami. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Raiders have got him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A dump underneath to Jones. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Set! 3-19!
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
A quick burst. He nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wilson snags it left side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's complete to Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Intended that time for Cooper.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. The give is to Jones. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ronald Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now Amendola. Able to slither by. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bruce Irvin in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gun! Set! Blue 90!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Raiders will take. Over now, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watching now, Barney! Detroit!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Gun!
They'll set up the throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now back to throw. It's caught. Stills right side. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. On the left side, this is Stills. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kevin Balaj. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He goes underneath to Drake. And now the spin. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are in for 6. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He'll look to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Robert Quinn in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
To throw. He sets to fire deep. Fighting. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Cooper was the target there. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set, 319. 319. Watch it now, Barney.
He's going to get it running right. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll drop the throw. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Detroit!
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Gun!
They'll set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Back to throw here. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Tavecchio pulls it to the right. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
Looking to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Yeah, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Leopard! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Jordan Phillips able to drop him for a loss of a couple. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They give it to him running left. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ronald Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
And he finds Stills, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Being chased out left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fends him off. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Jones. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. He dumps it off to Drake. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll set up a throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Set. Green.
Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hurry up, here we go.
A give to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Hurry up,
Now Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
On first down, Drake. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Right back to Drake. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Well, look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Amendola catching it right side. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bruce Irvin in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Raiders, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week one victory here by a field goal. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.